Alrighty, everyone. Well, game number 3 in this best of 5 series finds us on Kairos Junction, LE. Spawning here in the top left-hand corner of the map, playing with the blue Terran pieces. He's evened up the score and wants to keep this series rolling in his favor. His name is SpeCial. In his opponent, spawning in the cross position, playing with the red Protoss pieces. He's currently tied with his opponent, and he wants to take a 2-1 lead and get momentum back in his favor. His name is ShoWTimE. So guys and girls, this game in this series, as I've said, was played at the WCS Spring event and was one of the games within the round of 8 of that tournament. And, I mean, without a doubt, guys, this tournament has been absolutely incredible so far. But I will say, you know, that these games just get more and more intense the closer that we get to the grand finals. And, I mean, game number 1, ShoWTimE just showed his dominance. Game number 2, you know, SpeCial showed his brilliance. So ShoWTimE, you know, a tied-up series, both players playing the macro-focused game. Now, SpeCial is in an interesting situation here very early on in this game, as we are going to see what looks to be SpeCial getting looks to be, you know, kind of caught with his pants down here as far as that barracks. And so now ShoWTimE knows exactly what's going on. He's preparing for it. Looks like he's just kind of going into his normal build of a gateway into the cybernetics core, and then followed up with the natural nexus. Barracks is down now, but it is late, and of course ShoWTimE did find out about that very quickly. So beautiful play by ShoWTimE. We are going to see the factory being constructed, so it doesn't look like ShoWTimE, or I should say SpeCial, is going to be able to do anything really, you know, anything too aggressive, which he may have been thinking, you know, doing something a little bit more aggressive. But nonetheless, he's going to get his scouting information out there with the Reaper that is now out onto the playing field. Looks like this Reaper now is going to try to do a little bit of some damage, but just really see the timings on, you know, if there's any timings I need to know about. Does look like another Reaper is going to be coming out here very shortly. This probe is just trying to get as much scouting information as he possibly can until he is inevitably taken out here shortly. Will he, though? Does look like that probe is sacrificed for ShoWTimE, but it does look like we are going to see a relatively, you know, standard build from both players. We are going to see the Warp Gate research that's going to be coming in here shortly for ShoWTimE, which is, of course, the most standard upgrade for a Protoss player. But here we go. It does look like we got a little bit of some jostling back and forth in the early stages of this game, as it does look like another SCV is going to be targeted down, and this natural command center is going to be delayed. ShoWTimE is playing very well at this point, as we're going to see 2 more gateways being constructed. Robotics facility is already finished, and I like the positioning already for ShoWTimE. ShoWTime's in a great spot. I love it. Warp Gate is finished now, and ShoWTimE, of course, he ain't out of this thing by any stretch of the imagination, but these little, you know, early ordeals happening in the early stages of the game can sometimes become a big ordeal later on as the game progresses. So we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on it as this game and as this series kind of continues. But we are going to see the a starport being constructed now for SpeCial. We're also going to see more and more units are going to start moving down towards that ramp of ShoWTimE. But it looks like they are going to back off, at least for the time being. ShoWTimE trying to, you know, kind of, both players are kind of just trying to test the waters, it looks like. They've had enough of a series to be able to kind of get a feel for one another. So now the question is are we going to see another macro-focused game, or is this going to be more so, you know, are we going to see something a little bit more aggressive, maybe a big-time timing push early on? Here we go. Beautiful play there, beautiful positioning on that siege tank by SpeCial. And, you know, ShoWTimE I like his positioning on some of his tech structures. I mean, just look at that. You know, just beautiful play, keeping his opponent on his toes throughout this series so far. It's just been such a back and forth engagement. We're going to see Robotics Bay once again out of ShoWTimE, and I love it. We're going to see a Forge coming in here shortly as well. I love having, I love ShoWTimE going once again for that, for the Colossus. I just would love to see him go for, instead of going for the Colossus, I'd love to see, even if he goes for the Colossus, that's fine. I would just like to see him go for the Stargate and into those Phoenixes, because that's what he is so well known for. Unbelievable, you know, Phoenix play. Best Phoenix, you know, user on the planet, in my opinion. I don't think there's really any debate about that. But I will say this. Once again, ShoWTimE, he's going to start trying to put a little bit of some pressure on, as we are going to see SpeCial. He's got a decent-sized army of Marines as well as siege tanks. He's got a Cyclone that's tagging along as well. That's starting to move out as well. And I like this decision to start moving out. We do see some SCVs here, so I'm wondering how much of a dedicated push this is going to be, as this Immortal does not, you do not want this Immortal to go down. Combat Shield's going to be finishing up in less than 10 seconds now for SpeCial, and this could be a moment. This could be a chance for SpeCial to really do some damage here, because there's not a lot of defense, at least for the time being. Liberator is going to try to get into a nice position. Here come the siege tanks, and oh man, they are in a beautiful position here to do some damage as some of these tech structures are starting to go down here, as there's SCVs that are going to be in a great spot as well. Oh man. This could be a dangerous position. Bunker's starting to go down. ShoWTimE's going to be put into a position where he needs to make a decision. Extended Thermal Lance is going to be finished up in less than 10 seconds for ShoWTimE. And ShoWTimE, it looks like he wants to do something about this. But, oh man, could it be a little bit too little too late here, as more and more of these units are starting to go down. Oh man, ShoWTimE is in such a bad position here. These bunkers, if they finish, this could be GG here. Oh my god, they do end up getting the robotics facility, and that is absolutely huge, at least for the time being. And okay, here we go. The Colossus does have the extended thermal lance, but man, this could be absolutely devastating if this base goes down. You cannot allow this base to go down if you are ShoWTimE. He is supply blocked, at least for the time being, and this could be a very bad position. There is a battle happening in the middle of the map as well. There are things happening all over the map. Who is in the lead here? I gotta say SpeCial. SpeCial's in a great position with these bunkers especially, and I think ShoWTimE could be put into a terrible, he is in a very bad position right now. The Colossus are his lifeline, and if these Colossus go down, it could be game over, and SpeCial could really completely flip momentum in his favor, as he has momentum right now. The narrative is with ShoWTimE, who needs to get out of this bad position, but can he do it? Is he going to be able to do it? I don't know. He's got a counterattack happening. I just don't know if it's going to be quite enough here, as there's a lot at home to deal with this. Oh, this is not good. This is not the position you want to be in if you are ShoWTimE. He's got a decent sized, you know, he's got a little army here, but it just does not look like it's enough. I just don't know if it's enough for SpeCial or for ShoWTimE to, you know, really hold on here. This is going to be a very difficult scenario, a very difficult thing to move into. SpeCial is strategizing how he wants to do this. It does look like he wants to go for the counterattack. This is going to force ShoWTimE into an all-in. As we are approaching that 9.5 minute mark, here comes ShoWTimE. Looks like he's going to try to maybe go for a base race, possibly. I mean, there is a good possibility that might happen. Warpin's coming. Looks like he wants to do as much damage as possible. Is ShoWTimE going to see this? Oh my god. ShoWTimE doesn't see it. SpeCial doesn't see it. This is a very interesting position. He doesn't know where his army is. Oh my god. this is going to get intense because here comes ShoWTimE. He's moving out, and SpeCial knows something's up. ShoWTimE knows that he has to go for the all-in here, and here we go. He's going for something very, very, not very uncharacteristic, but very interesting, because this could really tie this thing up. Beautiful positioning on those siege tanks once again. Oh, man. This is going to get interesting very quickly. I just don't know if there's going to be enough here for ShoWTimE. It was a great, great idea, but ShoWTimE is just in such a bad area. SpeCial takes game number 3, is on match point in this best-of-5 series of the round 8 of the WCS spring event. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between SpeCial and ShoWTimE, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in game number 4.